Dr. Daryl Truffert said the ability of DNA to store information is simply astronomical. You can put the whole Library of Congress on a single speck of DNA, for example, so it's not magical to think that this could be transferred genetically. So from mom to baby, you're seeing that same, all that stuff being passed on. So the million-dollar question that everyone has to answer is, so it comes factory installed, but at this point in history, we're seeing all this stuff coming, you know, babies being born with it. But in the past, was it mutation, accidentally gave us all this genetic code and information and abilities? Or did we come created from the hand of God, magnificently tall, strong, intelligent, and beautiful, and we've been getting dumber, shorter, and uglier ever since? So that's my personal opinion, is that's what's going on. So another acquired savant is Derek Amato, and he played the guitar in high school, but he never played the piano, and he couldn't read music. So it's not like he was building on something. But he hit his head, and I'm going to show you his story next, and he said, I see boxes, you know, black and white boxes going across my field of vision, and I can't play them all, but what I can play, you're hearing. So let me show you his story.
I had never touched a piano. I was a regular kid. I played baseball and chased girls, like boys do. I dove into a swimming pool 9.5 years ago to catch a football, and I hit my head in the shallow end of the pool. Basically, when I got back from the hospital, I slept for 5 days. On the 5th day, I woke up, and that's when I walked up to the piano. It was dusty. I knew nothing of it, how to play it, and I was just hoping to hit a couple notes, and that's when my hands just kind of went crazy, and I was playing fluid. It was instant. There was no building up or rehearsing or practicing.
That's the actual song that came to him first time he sat down at the piano.
I don't even remember being really shocked. I was just kind of like something profound was happening.
You know, I don't know where the music comes from. I can tell you that Derek couldn't do it before. And it's amazing, it really is. It brings tears to people's eyes.
So, you know, again, parts of the brain that, you know, in 5 days, I don't know necessarily that all that damage was healed and that all of a sudden 2 parts of the brain were communicating with each other that weren't communicating before. In some respect, somehow these abilities are in there and being turned on, and that's what we're seeing. Oops. Let me go back one. Dr. Tony Sikoria, he was a practicing orthopedic surgeon when he got struck by lightning at age 42. After it was a telephone booth, and he hung up, and that's when he got hit. And after several weeks of like memory and sluggishness, brain-wise, everything went back to normal. But with an insatiable desire to listen to piano music, he could not get enough of it. He had no previous interest in music, and he had to teach himself. So he wasn't like Derek. He didn't all of a sudden, boom, I can play the piano. He had to learn. But within 3 months, he spent all his time composing and playing. I mean, it was obsessive. And his head was flooded with music that just seemed to come from nowhere.